Welcome to the Social Sector Franchise video series. The strength of a commercial franchise system and its ability to expand relies on the selection of qualified franchisee candidates, which we cover in this video. Creating awareness of the franchise opportunity. The first step involves creating awareness of the franchise opportunity and generating inquiries and applications from candidates. In commercial franchising, this is typically accomplished using some of these standard practices. Establishing an online presence, including a dedicated page on the franchisor's website for financial requirements and the steps required to own a franchise. There may also be information on available territories, royalty fees, and a profile of the ideal franchisee. Targeted advertising on social media platforms. Webinars providing information and Q&A to those shopping for a franchise. Existing customers. In-store messaging through brochures or signage to generate interest from customers. Trade shows. Participation in industry-specific and regional franchise trade shows. Franchise brokers. Working with experienced franchise recruiters who work with the franchisor to help source qualified franchisees and create a successful match for both. Step 2 in recruiting and awarding franchises is the screening and selection process. Once an inquiry comes to the franchisor, a trained franchise salesperson responds. It is important to note that franchisors may have variations in their screening and selection steps, specific requirements, and selection criteria. Typical steps include the franchise application and screening. Prospective franchisees typically start by submitting an application which may ask for personal and financial information, business experience, and reasons for wanting to become a franchisee. Along with evaluating candidates' relevant experience, franchisors examine the candidate's financial status to ensure that potential franchisees have the necessary net worth and liquidity to begin and sustain the business. Franchisor-franchisee meeting. An interview is scheduled between the franchisor salesperson and the candidate. This allows both parties to ask questions, discuss expectations, and determine if there is a good fit. Criteria franchisors often establish include, but are not limited to, relevant industry experience. Does the candidate have a background that aligns with the franchise business? Commitment and passion. Is the candidate passionate about the business model? Alignment with brand values. Do the candidate's values align with the mission and culture of the franchise brand? Market knowledge. Does the candidate have a good understanding of the local market under consideration? Training and understanding of the franchise relationship. What is the candidate's willingness to fully participate in training? How familiar are they with requirements to comply with franchise system standards? Communication skills. Do the candidate's communication skills indicate they can be effective communicating with the franchisor, their own team, and other franchisees? A discovery day, which is usually in person at the franchisor's headquarters, is commonly conducted after the interview and assessment determines that the candidate meets the franchisor's criteria. This enables the candidate to become acquainted with the franchisor's key team and to ask questions. Franchisor team members may weigh in as a group about the candidate's fit after such meetings. If the franchisee and franchisor are satisfied at this point, they move on to the contract stage. For more information on contracts, please view 2 other videos in this series. The importance of contracts in commercial and social franchising. Contracts in social franchising examples. Thank you for viewing this video. Please continue to our next video, in which we give examples of how 2 social franchisors manage their franchisee recruitment and selection processes. Sincere thanks to those who have sponsored this video series.